We're here with Angel from the USA, and she's a Starbucks worker. And in the USA, we're seeing a growing of the trade unionism in Starbucks, Amazon, but we heard about a new movement in university, in other workplaces. And can you tell us something more about it so that we can understand the real situation in the USA?
Yeah. So the process has been on a positive momentum for about 2 years now, but it wasn't until December of 2021 that we started seeing a true resurgence in the labor movement. And a lot of that is due in part to the pandemic and the United States lack of accountability and lack of care towards its workers. And we saw that not only in the public, but the private sector as well. So that's why we have not only university workers at state universities organizing, but myself at Starbucks, which is one of the largest transnational corporations in America. We have found that our voices were not being heard through anybody. So it was time really to bring the resurgence of the labor movement back to America and do it in a just and non biased way so that the workers could organize and feel that they had their voice and that they could speak. So Starbucks would refuse to allow us to speak. They would hold board meetings and they would hold an empty chair in recognition of their workers, but would never invite us to speak at their board meetings. We could not sit. There was a metaphorical chair, and they would continuously tell us about that. And it was enraging because we were trying to ask our leaders for help or to do better. And instead, we are fired. We are told that we are outside agitators, and we are told that we are threatening the corporate world and because of the threat of unionization. The United States has very poor labor laws and very poor protections for workers. And we've seen that especially during the pandemic as we were marching with nurses in the hospitals, with teachers as well, who were forced to go back to school in person way before they were supposed to. And unfortunately, many people in the working class, especially where I'm from, fell to COVID, and that only continued. So every day when we were organizing, we were losing people, and it only rallied us up more. And we piggyback off of each other as well. Now, the Amazon Labor Union, they're an independent union, and then myself with Starbucks Workers United, we are a branch of the SEIU. Then we have what Shireen was talking about, the university students. We all went on these paths about the same time, but it wasn't together. It wasn't until we saw that each of us were reaching up that we reached towards each other to see how we could help. And I think that's what has helped us gain 20,000 unionized workers since January of 2022, which is unprecedented in modern American labor history. So it's really just understanding and being fed up with the bosses telling us, no, we don't need a voice. And we finally, I think, culminated to a fact where we weren't going to stand with that anymore. And so now we may all be independent unions from each other, but we're still in constant contact so that we can help each other grow. Because that's the only way we grow is if we stand with one another.
And that's what we're gonna do. Italy and the USA together, maybe.
Yes.
Good luck.